You gonna talk?
This is our grace frame. This is a quilting frame for free motion quilting that you can use a short arm or basically the machine that you have at your house. We've already got this set up and working on a sample piece here. And basically how we put this together was, well, my dad put it together. But you've got three pieces here. You've got your quilt top that's rolled on the middle railing. The batting comes up from here. This one has the optional fourth rail that keeps it from being on the floor. And the quilt backing is rolled onto here. And when we brought it up, we all laid it down, we pinned it, and then we started sewing. So we just keep this all nice and straight. When we get done, we quilt this area, and then we can roll it. We have good tension on it with these ratchets, so it doesn't roll out from underneath us. It keeps good tension on it, pulled this way. The side tension is put on with these. I think they also have some clamps and bungee cords. But we've pinned this, pulled it back, and tightened it down so we get nice, even side tension on it. So we basically have our quilt sandwich ready to be quilted. This is the carriage. We operate the foot pedal with this little lever right here so we don't have to kick it across the floor as we go. You can do two ways of quilting. You can do free motion quilting from the front here. Or you can use what they call pantographs, which we don't have any yet because we're new, but you can also do any type of design. The pantographs would of course lay here, and then they would just follow the design, and you can do your pattern quilting from the back. There's three ways to cut the machine on. This is completely mobile, so if we had a pantograph, we could put it across here and follow our design, which would make it quilt up here. You can turn it on and control it from down here. This is called the carriage. You can do it from up here. It presses this down, and you can do the free motion from in the front. It runs very nice on the track. It doesn't bobble, it doesn't catch, and it also has stops so you don't quilt off the side of your quilter. We've already done about half of this in free motion. I'm just basically learning, so I just did an up and down pattern. So I'll continue that to across the quilt. And we have our feed dogs dropped. We also have a darning foot on the machine. And this is just basically a Kenmore, the very basic machine that they had. It was $85. We went ahead and used this. It is screwed onto the bottom of this. Most sewing machines do have a place to be able to screw hole on the bottom. So it is securely attached to this carriage, so it's not going anywhere. And when we start moving, it can move anywhere we want it to. So I've got my handle here, and as I press this, it actually comes up with this thing and presses down on my presser foot. So it's now hand controlled. You control the speed of the machine and the speed that the carriage is moving, which also determines on how big and how wide your stitches are. So I'm just going to continue across the quilt. I may also come back and just do my basic, just kind of learning to do a little freehand that'll look nice on the quilt. So I'm just going to start it up, just push it. You want to go at a nice speed, get it going pretty quick. And as you can see, the carriage goes back and forth, up and down. You can make loops, circles, hearts, whatever you want to do. So I've gotten to the end, and I'm just going to come back. Do the same thing coming back. It's got a nice smooth motion. With a 6-inch throat machine, you can do about a 4-inch pantograph pattern or freehand stitch. And you can basically do anything you want. If you wanted to do a circle, you could do a circle. If you wanted to do stitch in the ditch, you could just do right on your stitches. You do a heart. And that's the grace frame. Actually, the heart looks pretty good.